Good morning, Soul Embodiment Tribe. Bridget Patton here. This morning, I just wanted to hop on and tell you guys a little bit about the Healy. I did the session the other day and I was talking about like the themes and um, what happens when you run the aura analysis if you have the Healy resonance. But I didn't really get into the pain relief and pain management and like the physical symptoms that you can have as a human that can deplete your energy and just wear you out. So this morning I woke up. I ate something last night that was questionable that I probably shouldn't have been eating. And so I learned a hard lesson, another one. I woke up and I was actually vomiting. I was vomiting and it was not cool, and my mouth was watering, and I reached for my Healy and I was able to pull up in my Heal Advisor search. So there's a subscription that you can get with it that is run by the time waiver consultants who actually manage, the applications and stuff and the frequencies that they're loading onto the Healy. And so I pulled this up and I just typed in vomiting in here and it pulled up which program I should run. And so the one that you can't really see it very well, but the top one is the Digest All program for the deep cycle. And I started it on my wrists, but as I was like reading through, because every time I do a program, I always like to double check and see what the program is for. Like, why is it recommending this one? And it was actually telling me to put the electrodes on my acupuncture or acupressure points on my feet. And so I put them on my feet, and this is the first time I've ever used them like that. And I've had this for about 3 months now. And within about 5 minutes, the nausea and vomiting and everything else that was going on inside of my body subsided. And so I feel like from an intuitive standpoint, it seems like, and I know there's scientific information out there. You guys can, I put a link in the, I'll put a link in the comments, but I also put a link in the description where you can actually go through an interactive video. It's my page. You got to go down and go into the video, but it's interactive and you can kind of see how this thing works. But I truly believe that this is like the bridge for our ascension symptoms and for being able to manage our energy as we're all waking up and our bodies are waking up to our emotions and so on and so forth. And so like intuitively, I feel that whatever it was that my body was wanting to purge through vomiting and other things, diarrhea. So like my body was trying to purge whatever it was in the best way it knew possible. And so by turning the Healy on and giving it frequencies and moving through my body, it was balancing whatever was out of balance in my body that my body thought needed to do it this way. And so it was amazing because I hate throwing up. I can't stand throwing up. And so it relieved those symptoms. My body still does feel kind of tired, but I'm just going to take it easy and just kind of relax and still nurture my body. The other thing that happened the other day was there was a lot of energy coming in. I mean, I was like getting bombarded. There was so much like light energy coming in. So I started to get a migraine and I was like, I get blind spots, numbness, vomiting. It's like when I get migraines, they're pretty bad. So I did the same thing. I pulled the migraine options up in the Healy search, and it ended up directing me to a program. And as I was doing the program, probably that one took like more like 10, 15 minutes. But instead of like the pain that I usually get with my migraines, it almost felt like and everyone's experience obviously is going to be different. I'm just sharing what my experience has been with it. And I have been using it for about 3 months now, doing the different programs to like clean my body and my system and the toxins and stuff out of my body. So I used it for my migraine and it was like my brain was actually ticklish. Instead of processing the energy in a painful way, it was almost like giving me a way to process it in a more pleasurable way. So it was like ticklish. And I didn't have any like residual sluggishness or anything like that, or soreness like I normally do after a migraine. So it was pretty amazing. So I just wanted to put that out there to you guys and kind of share as I'm learning about this thing and studying it and seeing what it's doing for my own self and my own family and my own body. Um, the one other thing that I wanted to share with my 6-year-old, he's about to be 7, so I'm like, what day of the month is it? He has been having a lot of problems with bedwetting. And what was interesting is his resonance scan, when I scan his body, was coming up for a lot of the programs that would be recommended for emotional balance and mental stimulation. And so after doing, I do these remotely for the kids. I don't like connect the electrodes to them because they're like the animals. They're receive these energies really easily. And so I hooked this up and to the program, and I did a remote session for him, and gradually his bedwetting has dissipated. So I don't know if that was something that Healy planned on this resolving or if anybody talks about this, but I just wanted to share my experience because I thought that was pretty amazing. And then the last one that I wanted to share this morning was my youngest, who's 5. He has growth spurts that are crazy, and he just grows really quickly, and he's already 2 inches taller than the other two were at his age. So, you know, we do the whole measurement chart. And so he would wake up like screaming in the middle of the night all the time with pain. And there wasn't like anything that we could really do to help resolve it when he would wake up like that, unless we were like, we stayed up massaging his legs and all of that. So when I scanned the program, chronic pain actually came up in the resonance program for him. And so I've been running programs on him for that, again, remotely. And he's not like, he did have one episode the other night where he woke up, but he didn't wake up saying he was in pain. He woke up uncomfortable, but then he was able to be consoled, and I was able to get him back to sleep. So I just am amazed by this. I know that there's going to be a lot more. So much has already come up for me and shifted physically. I haven't shared a lot of the journey with you guys. I guess it's one of those things, if I don't just get on here and start sharing right now, like so much happens every day that I am like, should I share? Shouldn't I share? But it's just too amazing not to. And I just want everybody to be able to have the same type of relief. And I know that this can get us there. And so I wanted to share. So if you guys have any questions, I do complimentary consultations for the Healy, and I would do an aura analysis that you would get with that as well. So if you're interested in that, again, hop on my link that I popped in there, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions or you have anything that you want me to look into, just let me know. I love you guys. Have an awesome day.